If you're looking for quality handmade accessories that you can give to the special women in your life, Katrina Ong of Flutter Statement Jewelry can help you out, and she is of course here with us on the set today. Hi Katrina, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Okay, you've been on Shoptalk before when your business was just starting. How much has it grown since then?
When I was starting, it was just really small. Like, I do my own accessories and I do them at home. So it was really homegrown, and I was just going with the flow. I was doing it out of passion. Through the years, it grew significantly, but also in different directions. So we grew both in as a personal brand and also as through export. We tap both local and international market, and we tap both the jewelry loving end consumer and also the resellers. It's all a dipping of our toes. We haven't penetrated any of those aspects yet.
All right. Now, you said you started joining international fairs and that sort of thing, and that really helped sort of get you in the international market.
Yeah.
Tell me about those fairs and what they led to exactly.
Here in the Philippines, I only joined one. It's Manila Fame. In terms of tapping the international market, I don't know if maybe it's also a stroke of luck and also persistence, but I met them through the shows also, and then from there it's all word of mouth. And then so internationally we've through a reseller who buys our pieces and sells them in other brands or in their own shops, we're able to have our pieces worn by Hollywood celebrities and
wow, fantastic.
Get featured in runway shows like the Fashion Week.
How would you describe the aesthetic of Flutter?
We're essentially a creative jewelry shop. So our design vision is really about, as a designer, I get to really play with my creativity, but at the same time, it's we really translate what's current. So we like making a lot of designs that's usually when we make pieces for our customers, they have a lot of requests. So as a business, we like to grant their wishes. So from there, we're able to make a lot of designs that are trendy also, but at the same time, it's our own, it's creative.
How has your style evolved over the years?
It follows the time, like whatever is trendy at that time, or whatever is because we are very interactive with our customers. So like I said before, it's really a collaboration between different people. So it's like if they have a request, then we make it for them, and then we get new ideas through the process. But also we also like for me, I like researching what's the latest trend. So it's always evolving. It's always something new, something different. So in terms of, but our core is really creative and handmade.
Now, of course, customer satisfaction is really important when you're in this business because, you know, accessories is fashion, and fashion is a very personal thing, right? And in spite of all the trends. How are you able to communicate properly with your customer base in order to give them exactly what they want, whether it's bespoke jewelry or something that comes out in a collection?
I think that's one of the advantages of having a small business and being in the millennial age, because the customers can directly communicate with me, and then I can understand what they want. I mean, I try to understand what they want. And then in terms of customer feedback, well, nowadays the customers are very interactive, because it's very easy to leave a comment on what they receive. Like they can just contact me directly, as maybe opposed to before, like they have to call landline and then, I don't know, get transferred in operators and different local numbers. But now it's very easy for them to
they have a
interact.
direct line.
So in terms of tracking the customer satisfaction, it's quite easy now. It's all very interactive.
When people come to you with a particular design in mind, or I guess let's say they have an event, whether it's a debut or a wedding, how much lead time do you normally need to make the bespoke stuff?
So for one pieces, for usually 1 month. But when they want to rush it or they have a set date, then we just kind of hire more people to make it happen.
How do you collaborate with your customers? And would you say that the most of your exposure now is online?
It's all direct communication. So they just, because in the Philippines it's all very social media active. So we Viber, we WhatsApp, and then you just send photos of how their pieces look, and then because they like getting pegs in the internet, like of what celebrities are wearing or what pieces they find interesting, and then they send it to me, and then they tell me, can you do this? So I say, yeah, we can't do exactly the same thing because they're gonna send us something like diamond pave necklace that we can't really make into our own. So we say we're gonna do something like that, but it's gonna be completely different. It will be our own version of it. So, and then their game about, I think that it's part of what makes it exciting for them also.
Let's talk about the pieces on the mannequins. Those seem like much more than just accessories. They're almost like part of the garment, right?
This is what another line, because we have several lines. We have the Bohemian line. So these are more for RTW, and then these are for custom made services. So they're the big scale pieces, so very theatrical or for special occasions, like if you want to wear something simple but then you want to make a statement, then I think it's a good twist.
How would you define your customer profile? Is it mostly millennials? Is it...
Since we have a wide product line, for those big statement pieces, it's mostly around women in their 30s, 40s, but also late 20s. So mommies, but not really younger generation. But we have a very young and hip boho line, like for this one. So it's a wider market. Both older women and also younger women, they buy from that. Also because it's the lower price range. So,
exactly, that's what I was going to ask you next. So you do have that wide product line, which probably means you also have a wide price range, right? What would that be?
Locally, like for example, the Bohemian line, it's mostly 1,000 to 5,000. And then for the big scale pieces, it's 12,000 onwards. Yeah.
Let's talk about some of the pieces that you brought. They're so beautiful. They look like candy.
Thank you.
Okay, tell me a little bit about these pieces, because this design comes in like various colors, right? And stones. Tell me about this, and what is the price range for something like this?
All right. This is part of the Bohemian line. So our Bohemian line, it's all weaving. So we used fake suede and also different microfiber and available in different colors. So it's good because the suede is more animal friendly. It's not
it's vegetarian.
Yes, vegetarian, and it's available in a wide range of colors that changes every now and then.
Okay, so you have it like for different seasons, because I held up these two, which are like white, red, and pink, and then you have like the purples, and then the turquoise and teals as well.
Yes, and then they're made of semi-precious stones also. So
nice, really just nice with a tank top or a plain white shirt, right? Really nice.
It's an everyday necklace.
Okay, now this is more evening wear, I suppose, right? Tell me about this.
Yeah, that's also part of the Bohemian line. So what I like doing with the Bohemian line is mixing the fiber material with the gold, the metal material. So it's a mixing of materials, and it's also kind of, this year tribal is kind of big, right?
Right.
That's why we made the tribal boho line also.
Right. So. Great. Okay. And here we have more of this sort of suede, which is braided, but then it's thicker, right?
Yeah.
And a little chunkier. Tell me about that.
Because the Pandora, the Pandora necklace with the charm rings, it's also a hit. So we tried to translate it. This is our version of the Pandora necklace, but it's more
so it has individual
Bohemian
rings on it.
Yeah, individual rings.
Okay, all right. I thought it was like one big chunk, but it's actually like individual ones. Okay.
So yeah, it's our bohemian version of the Pandora necklace. Actually, this one's a charm necklace. It's our bohemian take on the classic charm necklace. So we try to make a twist out of something that's trendy or something.
Right. Okay. Let's talk about some of the bracelets. You have some cuffs and then some stacked bracelets there in front.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So the foundation of our craft is really beadwork. So beadwork can range from really simple bead stringing to very intricate hand embroideries. Like for this example, the cuff. So this is the example of hand embroidery that we do. Also the chokers.
Okay, those are like sort of hand sewn into like a fabric, right? Which is
Yeah,
the frame of the
fabric,
necklace.
felt, and then we put leather at the back.
Okay.
And then, yeah. They're also, we use primarily semi-precious stones and other quality materials like glass beads, crystals, everything that can, that's perfect for craft making, and also so that we can create pieces that are not easily mass-produced.
Okay, so the Christmas season is upon us, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who are looking for nice gifts. What would your Christmas gift recommendations be?
I think the colorful bohemian pieces will be great gifts because they're very personalized. Like you just ask what's the favorite color of the person you want to give a gift to, or if you're a group of friends, it could be your friendship necklace, I think, because it's available in different colors. But yeah, it's very, very, very easy to, because I think our pieces are very much for gifting.
And accessories are always better than clothes for me because, you know, you don't worry so much about if they're going to fit or not.
Yeah,
Usually they
true.
will, right?
Exactly.
Looking forward, what are the trends that we can look forward to? We mentioned boho and tribal. What's next?
Very, very dainty pieces. So if you're seeing these, they're big scale compared to the ones that we're making now. What we're making now, more closer to what you're wearing.
Okay, so
but all handmade.
Finer, daintier stuff is the...
Finer, daintier stuff, but it's also still made out of our materials, which is crystals, stones, so much smaller scale.
Okay, what are the things you've learned about dealing with customers online?
You have to be, sometimes when you're online, you have to be, you still have to be diplomatic because the thing with online is that it's very viral also. If ever you encounter a difficult customer, which is inevitable in any business, but no matter what happens, you have to really, it's like the customer is always right no matter what happens, so that, you know, because business is getting bad publicity from, I don't know, Facebook.
Yeah, social media is great for entrepreneurs until it's not, right?
Yeah,
and so you get that one bad comment.
Yeah.
And from the evolution that you've experienced as a designer, as an entrepreneur, as somebody who serves her customers, how would you say you've changed, and what are the biggest things you've learned?
You have to take a step back first and then to see things, because sometimes when you're doing your jewelry, you tend to zone out on other important aspects. Like for now, we're still figuring out where we want to focus on. So it's like, since we want so much to cater to everyone, we're still kind of deciding what direction to go to. And also, I think the international market is very good, has very good potential.
All right. Kat Ong, thank you so much for talking with us and bringing these beautiful things to our set today.
Thank you.
When we come back, we'll introduce you to an online shop that will save you from the hassles of going to the mall. Stay tuned.